Authorities say 5 people were stabbed or wounded when that suspect allegedly barged through the front door and went on the attack.
And when he was done, police say the man sped off in a car, sparking an intense search. We have team coverage this morning. CBS 2's Christina Fan is live in Harlem, where the suspect was eventually apprehended.
But first, Mark Liverman is live outside the synagogue in Muncie, New York, with the breaking details. Mark?
Yeah, Valerie and Cindy, these people were celebrating the 7th night of Hanukkah. They were also celebrating the end of Shabbos, the Jewish Sabbath, when this man came in and started stabbing. Hard to even imagine how scary this would have been when he came rushing through that door that you see there and started the attack. What we have seen since early this morning, and it has cleared out now, but we have seen some people out front here holding each other, walking in and out of the synagogue, comforting each other, just trying to make sense of all of this.
I have 3 patients right now down, heavy bleeding. I need multiple ambulances, please, at least 4 to 5.
Victims laid out on stretchers, being rushed to ambulances, surrounded by people trying to help. At least 5 people were stabbed Saturday night in an attack on a synagogue in Rockland County.
I saw him walking in by the door. I asked who was coming in the middle of the night with an umbrella. While I was saying that, he pulled it out from the sink and he started to run into the big room, which was on the left side. And I threw him tables and chairs that he should get out of here. And he injured a guy, was a carrier arrest guy. He was bleeding here, bleeding in his hand all over.
It happened at Rabbi Rottenberg's synagogue on Forshey Road in Muncie, New York. Police say the suspect, whose face was covered with a scarf, came into the synagogue during a Hanukkah celebration and pulled out a machete. That's when he started chasing after people inside, stabbing them as they tried to escape.
What's going on? And that's the question that we don't have the answers, and people are genuinely scared.
Police say the suspect took off, hopped into a gray Nissan Sentra and drove away. Then, just after midnight, he was arrested in Harlem.
The people that were stabbed tonight, what did they do? Did the perpetrator even know who they were? Or just knew that they were Jews?
So far, police haven't released any other information on the 5 victims, although Orthodox Jewish Public Affairs Council co-founder Yossi Gestetner says one of them was a senior.
The least severe case is someone who has been stabbed only in the hand. One of the rabbi's children were also stabbed.
Governor Cuomo directed the state's hate crimes task force to investigate the attack.
It's time for people to be introspective, try to reach out to our neighbors, understand each other better, and take an absolutely firm stand against violence against people.
And that message of a community coming together, neighbors coming together, that is one that we have heard all through the night and early this morning in and around the synagogue. We're still working to get updates on the conditions, though, of those 5 victims. We're live in Muncie, New York. Mark Liverman, CBS 2 News.